Hello, my good friends out there in Traderland. It is Doug here with Trade with Doug and another video, and I'm not sure what I want to call this one. Perhaps in my voice today, there's a little bit of confusion, a tad of frustration, and just a little sprinkle of disappointment. Because I've got a feeling that no one is listening to a word that I'm saying. Have you ever been in that position where you're like, geez, no one is paying any attention? And here's where I'm going to go with this. I know some of you are, and I love you for that. I'm talking about the other people here. CFVI on the screen. CFVI. Guys, it was just the other day, technical talk. I'm going to pull it up. It's all timestamped. With Sylvia Bellrock, every week, Tuesday, we do a live Q&A session. I spent 10 minutes telling everybody who would listen, guys, I'm going long this CFVI. I like the way it's set up. I like the way it looks. I'm in. I even put it on the mutterings yesterday. Look, there's only 91 views on this. Look at this one. 82 views on that. Can't be that many people listening. More people are watching people swallow Tide Pods on this YouTube thing. I mean, I know that's entertaining and all, but look, here it is, CFVI. It's right here, right down at the bottom. And to top it off, I sent it out to all of the members as an alert, $11.81 entry price. Guys, right there it was, laid out for you, and there it was. Explosion today, sold a big chunk of this one. I just don't know sometimes what I got to do. So here's what I came up with, all right? Here's what I came up with. Many of you know I've been back to trading microcaps for a while now, probably almost a year. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a free penny pound. I'm calling it the penny pound. The penny pound. It's a live trade room. It's free. That's right. It's free because I know that's exactly what you want. You want free. I'm going to give you free. Now here, there's only one rule. Don't come in there and spam. Don't come in there and do your pumping garbage. It's quality, actionable, low-priced trades. Here's all you got to do. Down in the description box, send me an email. I will give you a free invite. That's all. No money. No money. I don't know what else I got to do for you guys. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to open up next Monday. You've got just a few days here to go ahead, get the invite. Well, you don't have a few days. You can just show up whenever you want. But send me an invite. The details are down in the description box. Big winner here. Hope you guys at least made some money that was listening. Now let me get down to something more serious. Let's talk about the market. What are we going to expect? What are we going to see? Pretty much everything we discussed in the market mutterings, all right, is playing out. The market's still in a state of, let's say, confusion, choppiness. Nobody really knows the solid direction. I'm not going to act like I know exactly where the next large move comes in. But it's clear that right now we're trading inside of a range, and the market's still very volatile and sketchy. So as long as it's volatile, we're really not in a bull market. Now, this could change at any time. But one of the things I was highlighting yesterday was that we need to hold up the 200-day moving average right here at about 44.39, say 44.40, right? 44.40 is the line in the sand. So far today, that's exactly what it's done. Now, there's a couple of things that we can do here tomorrow, which I think we're going to get a little more clarity and probably some much better setups. If the day closes like this, which it probably will, very close to it, we only got like 20 minutes left in the session. This is going to be a pretty nice inside day, trading inside of the previous highs and lows of this candle. If there's some way that tomorrow we breach above today's high, I think you're going to see a really solid move that takes us somewhere closer to about 4,600. If we go below tomorrow's lows, I think we're going to retest this 200-day moving average. Now, there were a few tests today. I'm going to open up a shorter chart, not a shorter chart, smaller time frame chart. Here we go. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. You had pretty good structure here. You had a sell-off, got into this base, was retested here again. You actually had a triple bottom. This made for some pretty good cash. And now you see as it's coming into the close, it's selling off. You can pay attention to both these zones here and this zone tomorrow for any sort of bear follow through. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. If we start trading below that, today's lows, we could see a test of the 200-day moving average. We trade above today's highs, then maybe we start to see a rally of 4,600. Now, there's a few good stocks here that I want to take a look at for you guys and throw them out your way. You do what you want to with them. I don't know if I've got another hot heater like CFVI right now in my pocket, but let's go ahead and look at a few of these. I'm wanting BKKT. I have a partial interest in shorting this one. I'm not a real big fan of front side first day parabolic move shorting. This is why. These things can squeeze the hell out of you. So I kind of want to backside this a little bit. If you're kind of new to this whole thing, it's on the backside after the Momo slows. I think this is a really nice setup. Once was a $50 stock. I'm also not saying that there couldn't be a bigger move to the upside with it either. But it's a little stretched for that. I think if you were going to do a long, you need to be in it. Again, when you look at CFVI, the important thing about that is getting in prior to the move. That's what we're always trying to do. We want to get into stuff before it breaks out. We want people to chase our stocks. We don't want to chase someone else's stocks and play the game of musical chairs. So here's a couple of ideas. I want to open up the daily chart and take a better look at this because today it was just too strong to consider a short and it's still front siding. I wouldn't long it here. The long, if you were going to be long, you needed to be about 450 to 440s. That's where you needed to be. And if you are, congratulations. There's always a chance that you trade up towards the 10s, maybe this 200-day moving average. I doubt it, though. Usually these moves lately that we've seen, especially in small cap land, haven't really been able to last longer than a couple of days. So here's what I would like to see. You're going to get probably two moves tomorrow. You're either going to start out continuing on with the rally that you're seeing, and you're going to get a parabolic move that probably takes you somewhere into about $7 to $8, I would anticipate, okay, just based on the charts. So step number one, move number one, is that you impulse first thing in the morning. Everyone chases into it. I would like to get short roughly there with a stop at 10 bucks. That's what I'd be willing to give up into this trade. Now, let's say you wake up tomorrow and it's $8. You're like, hey, Doug, shorten it. No, it still has to set up. There still has to be a setup in this trade. But if it gets to 7 to 8, I'm interested. Stop is at 10. The second is that it just doesn't do anything at all. It makes a couple of failed attempts very early and never really breaks 6 to 650. I would probably, after 30, 40 minutes into the day, I would probably short that just to see if this thing can kind of fatigue. Maybe a good, let me see if this one is a good idea of what I'm talking about. This kind of trade right here, one of my favorite types of setups. You're very impulsive and very aggressive on the day one. You start actually post-market, the day before, carries over into the next day. Hard to go front side with that. This is how people get blown up. But what happens here today, early shot, just the impulse here very early. If you take a look at it, you can see it on the 1 hour chart. I'll do a 5-minute chart. That way you can get a better theme for how it's working. Really strong, impulsive, open. This is one of those last hurrah kind of bull traps where everybody kind of gets into it, suckers themselves in, gets sold off into it. I like this. It's a great place to get short off these wicks. Stop can be right at the very top. Entry here, and just let it ride on out. On that note, if you look at the daily chart, I'm going to throw this one here as well because this is still a viable short, possibly back to 2. A nice rejection day, but if you're going to swing this, you need to really take a look at what, I forgot what I was going to say. It's so damn late into this video, I forgot what the hell I was going to talk about. It's a good looking swing, let's say that. But you got to wait till tomorrow and see if there's a movement. Anyway, I'm getting tired of talking. I'm done with this whole crap today, guys. I'm done with this. Anyway, CFVI, congratulations to anyone that was listening. Do I make mistakes? Hell yes, I make mistakes. But most of the time I know what I'm doing. I've been trading for 25 years. I don't know what everybody else is watching. I'm just trying to help. Don't forget, guys, the room. I'm going to do a penny pound. Isn't that a badass name? The penny pound. I like it. Like the way that sounds. We're going to do it's free. What else do I have to do for you? It's free. I'm going to give you my trades, give you my alerts. You can say, hey, that Doug's a stand-up guy. That Doug's a dick. You make the call yourself. Spend some time with me. It's down in the description box. 2 I want to look for here is BKKT and any. Like them both short. You know the plan on that. If you're looking for some big boards, I'm a fan of AMD and I'm also a fan of NVIDIA long, but right now And the market needs to show me a clearer direction. I gave you those pivot points earlier. Pay attention to those. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you had a great Money Monday. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're off to a great start here in February. As always, if you need help, feel free to reach out to me at tradewithdoug.com or support at thelincolnlist.com, or just contact me down there in the details. Trade well. I shall talk to you very soon. Don't forget, Technical Talk is tomorrow. We meet again. Take care.